vlog. I got off the habit of doing weekly vlogs back in April because a lot of stuff in my life has changed since April, and I just wanted to give you like a little life update. The first half of 2019 was definitely all about me growing as a person and cutting out things and people that were toxic in my life that didn't serve me, were too draining. I had gone through a lot. It was a long journey to get here, but I'm happy to say that a lot has changed in my life, and I'm finally feeling like I'm going somewhere positive. So, first big change that you might notice is I got a new chair, and this chair found me last month at Salvation Army. It was $15. Here, let me show you better. It got dark in here because it was about to thunderstorm, so I'm sorry if the lighting is weird, but it's this beautiful chartreuse velvet chair from the 1960s. I found it at Salvation Army for only 15 bucks, and I just inexplicably decided that I needed it. Couldn't tell you why. So I got it, and now it's here, and now I sit and I read here, and I study here, because that's part of the other thing. I drink my coffee here. The second thing is I've gotten into quite a few new hobbies that I think are going, that they just bring me a lot of joy in my life, and one of them is I got into crystals and gemstones and stuff, just like the sciencey part of it, and I decided that I was going to start hand polishing them. I'll show you some of that later in the vlog, how I do that. And if you guys are interested, I can, I don't know, make an Etsy store for it or something if you like them. I don't even know if they're going to be good. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I like to hand polish them. And actually, just the other day in the basement, I found my childhood collection of gemstones, because I've always been into this sort of thing since I was a kid. I used to collect rocks from my parents' house on the lake, and I had my own collection of gems, and so now I found them in the basement just by random chance, and it was just all kind of meant to be. And I identified them, and I have them upstairs, so I'll show you my childhood gem collection as well as what I've been collecting over the past few months, because I started my own collection, and I have like a little shelf on my wall now. So I've been getting into that and hand polishing them. It's a lot of fun. It's really like a zen experience. I can just sit at the table and use the sandpaper, and I don't know, I just really like it a lot. The second thing is I recently got into reading cards, like tarot cards, medicine cards, and I've been studying non-stop books, like hitting the books. I feel like I'm going back to school learning about this stuff, and I'm really excited about it because I think that I could be really good at that, and I could do something fun with that, and it brings me a lot of joy. I love learning, so to feel like I have something to really hit the books and learn with, I'm very excited about that. All the while I've been doing all this, I've been doing my business, I'm growing, I'm about to go mail some stuff that I sold, and I just feel like I'm on a better path to healing and feeling like myself again, starting to slowly make videos again. So that's why I wanted to start making vlogs again, because I'm finally starting to feel like I'm doing more with my life, because my vlogs kind of were boring, and I just feel better. So I hope you guys enjoy me vlogging again. I'm in the middle of the woods with my mom, all dressed up because I'm doing a photo shoot with some weird vision that I had. Not really sure why, but hopefully you guys will see the end results and it will be cool and you'll enjoy it. My mom is a photographer, so she is generously helping me with whatever weird vision that I had for this. So stay tuned for the end results of that. Reminds me of Catholic or something. So I'm back home now. I didn't really film a lot of us taking pictures in the woods just because it would have been really hard to do that, and I wanted to kind of surprise you guys with what I'm doing. Hopefully by the time this goes up, I'll be just about ready to publish the lookbook. I kind of wanted to do like a tutorial lookbook on my blog. If you follow me on Instagram, which I'll leave the link here or somewhere, you can probably see the photos. They'll be coming out soon. I wore a couple of really pretty dresses from my vintage collection. I figured I have all these beautiful vintage dresses that are really fancy and pretty and flowy. I have nowhere to wear them, so why not just make a photo shoot wearing them? So here's some of the ones I want. Here's what I wore. Here's a little sneak peek. This one is my favorite. So yeah, I'm just about to eat some Taco Bell and then do some more studying. We're going to the beach. We're in the car on our way to the beach. Because what other thing is there to do in the summer than to go to the beach? You're cute. You're cute. Gosh, squirrel. Filmed a clip explaining what I was doing today, but I went on a hike and this cool nature reserve that's about 15 minutes from my house, so here comes the footage of that. We've been hiking for about half an hour. We've gone, I don't know how many miles, I think 1.5. And we're about to walk the 1.5 back to the car. But it's just really pretty in this stretch of woods. You really feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, even though we're very close to the city. I really like it. So as in the earlier part of this vlog, I think I talked about how I've been getting into tarot, and I wanted to explain a little bit more about that and what got me into it, and do a just general reading for the upcoming month of September, because it's almost September. It's approaching very quickly. I can't believe it. But I thought I would talk a little bit about what got me into it. So I first started reading cards last month with things called medicine cards. So I'm part Native American, and my mom and my aunt, I grew up around them having these cards called medicine cards, and I have them right here to show you. They are 52 cards they each have different animal medicine represented on them, and each animal represents something different. And we used these cards in my family to draw our spirit guides, like our animal guides. Plinky's trying to get down right now. He's up here. You can use these cards to figure out your 9 spirit animals that walk with you through life. And that's what we just traditionally use them for. It comes with a book. And I thought about doing streams drawing your guys' animal guides. If you're interested in that, please let me know. I would love to live stream that. But I started reading these animal cards just like as doing spreads like you would in tarot every day, and I found that I was pretty good at it. I could tell what they were trying to tell me. This might sound super wacky and weird to some of you guys. I understand if you don't believe in any of this stuff. I'm just explaining what I've been doing lately. So I found that I could read them very easily, get advice on what they were trying to tell me, and so naturally that led me to tarot. I wanted to learn more about like traditional tarot, so I started reading things online. I downloaded an app where you can pull tarot cards and try to like learn more about spreads that way. And then I live pretty close to Lilydale, which is a spiritualist community here in New York. So I took a trip there and I got my first tarot deck there, because what better place to buy a tarot deck than at the spiritualist community? Anyway, so I got a whole bunch of books at the library. I've been taking notes. I feel like I'm going back to school. I'm new to this still, so please, any of you out there who are like really good at this or know what they're doing, don't judge me. So I look like absolute garbage right now, but I'm gonna end the vlog here. But I told you guys that I'd show you my new like crystal and gemstone collection. I know me getting into tarot and crystals at the same time. There's a cat yelling at me. What? What? You have stuff to say? You have things to say? Okay. Anyway, before I was so really interrupted, me getting into tarot and crystals at the same time seems like I'm like venturing off into what some people might call crazy land. I don't think it's crazy, but I'm not using these crystals for healing purposes. I just love rocks and gems. I found my old rock collection from when I was a kid, so I was going to show you that and show you what I've acquired in the past few months. So I got so into it that I got a little shelf here for my crystals. This lighting is so bad. Okay, so it's this little hexagonal, maybe if we turn this one off, that'll help. This little hexagonal shelf, I got it at Five Below. Also, I got this cool painting of crystals and gems. So this is my little collection. These are all, most of the little ones are from when I was a kid. Like, I've had all of these since I was a kid in this little leather pouch that my aunt made for me. So I thought I would show you some. This is like really, really bad lighting, so I'm sorry. I can go more in depth in another video with my good camera if you want. This is some polished amethyst. I have a piece of raw howlite. That's a newer one that I got. This is one of my favorites. My big hand in there. It's a piece of malachite. It's a pretty green gem. Orange calcite. That's still raw. I haven't polished it yet. I don't think I want to polish it. It's really pretty. Raw. I also have a piece of raw rose quartz down here with some opalite. And this rock I've had since I was a kid. This is a little rose quartz cat, but this giant hunk of raw rose quartz I got at Lilydale also, and I love it Carnelian, polished carnelian from when I was a kid, more polished rose quartz, clear quartz that was polished. This is so cool. This is moss agate. I've had this one since I was a kid too. It's got pretty green, oh excuse my nails, they're actually horrific. Pretty green mossy veins in it. Love it. Some lace agate. It broke actually, but this has some pretty lace like patterns in it. So that. This is some sodalite. I keep putting it down here so you guys can see some of these better. This sodalite is blue. I think it's a really pretty blue stone. I've had that since I was a kid. This one is a piece of blue apatite that I'm working on hand polishing. So it's started off really sharp and raw looking, and this is about a quarter of the way through the process. So I've been working on, picture just fell over by itself on camera. Okay, so I've been working on that. That's a newer one. And then I have a milky moonstone here. Then on the top shelf we have some dyed howlite. A lot of howlite, which is this one here, is dyed. This is its natural color here. Is dyed to make gems like this. A lot of turquoise, fake turquoise is made out of howlite. I have some more carnelian. I remember I had this one when I was a kid. I used to think it reminded me of a little bean. Then I have this giant hunk of amethyst. This is an amethyst point. I got this one at Lilydale also. I just think that amethyst is beautiful. Amethyst was also said to represent Virgos, so I had to have a piece of amethyst as a Virgo. This one here is a giant chunk of raw tiger's eye, which I'm going to be polishing at some point, so we'll see how that one comes out. These two rocks up here are from my parents' house on the lake, on Lake Ontario. They're just ones that called to me. I've had them forever. This one looks like an egg. I think that's pretty cool. Then this one is, I forget what this one is, but I identified it as a, some sort of agate. Agate is very common, and it actually has debris in it, like dirt and debris, and I think that's like so cool when it affects the color of the gemstone and what it looks like. I have some hematite here. This is what the apatite that I was polishing looked like before I started polishing it. This is just another chunk of it. This is it completely raw. This is a, oh my god, my light flickered, smoky quartz point that I think he's trying to get in here. He wants to be part of this video. Oh, it's a smoky quartz point that was broken off. I bought a box of raw gems and this was in it. I really love this. I also have a piece of clear quartz downstairs. Oh, he opened the door because he's that needy. And then this is blue agate. This is so cool. Sorry this part of the vlog was just all over the place. My lighting is not very good in here, so I had to just take one down and put it under the light so you could see it better. If you want a more in-depth video on my crystals, my rock, they're not even really crystals, my gemstone and rock collection, please let me know. I know that's super boring, but I will show you how I polish them in another video. I didn't want to do that in this vlog because I'm trying to get back into vlogging in general, and I don't want to make this go on too long and overburden myself, so I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed what I did with my week. I really didn't film a lot of it, but I'm trying to remember to vlog more. I was getting into that groove a few months ago when I was vlogging, and I kind of lost that. So if you like this vlog, please leave me a like, please leave me some feedback, let me know what you want to see from me, and Thanks so much for watching and being patient with me as always. Bye.